Most people think you need more money to start saving, but the truth is, even with a low income, you can save more than you think. Imagine this. It's the end of the month, you open your wallet, and there's almost nothing inside. Your salary is gone again, and you sit there thinking, how do people save money? How do they build a future when even surviving the month feels difficult? Today, let me tell you a story, not about a rich person, but about someone just like you. Someone who started with a low income, a lot of responsibilities, and absolutely no idea how to save. Her name is Mansi. Mansi worked in a small office, earning just enough to pay rent, bills, food, and help her parents back home. Every month looked the same. Earn, spend, regret, repeat. She wasn't irresponsible. She wasn't wasteful. She simply didn't know how money was slipping away. One day, while returning home from work, she noticed an old man selling vegetables on the street. She had seen him before. He always carried a small wooden box carefully tied with rope. That day, curiosity won, and she asked him what was inside. He smiled and said, "This? This is my savings box. Every day before I go home, I put a small amount inside. Not what I have left, but what I decide to save." Asha laughed. "How much can a vegetable seller save?" The old man replied softly, "Enough to never borrow money." That one line shook her entire world. That night, Mansi couldn't sleep. If a vegetable seller could save every day, why couldn't she? She realized something important. Saving isn't about income. Saving is about intention. The next morning, she decided her life would change. She started with the simplest exercise. She tracked everything she spent. And when I say everything, I mean every cup of tea, every auto ride, every tiny online purchase. At the end of the week, she looked at her notebook and froze. There it was, the secret of the disappearing salary. It wasn't big expenses. It wasn't emergencies. It was tiny leaks, 20 rupees here, 50 rupees there, a snack, a drink, an impulse purchase. Nothing felt big alone, but together, they were eating her savings alive. For the first time in her life, she saw her money clearly, and that clarity changed everything. Mansi remembered something the old man said. You don't save money by being rich. You save money by being aware. So she made her first real decision. She would follow a simple structure, what people often call the 50-30-20 rule. But because her income was low, she adjusted it. She said to herself, I don't need to save 20% right now. I just need to save something. She set a tiny rule. 10% of her income must be saved, no matter what. It wasn't a big amount, it wasn't impressive, but it was consistent. And consistency is more powerful than perfection. When her salary arrived, she didn't wait till the end of the month. She didn't leave saving for whenever I have something left. She took out the 10% immediately and moved it into a separate account she couldn't touch easily. She paid herself first, just like the old man did. Slowly, she noticed a shift in her habits. She began making smarter decisions, not because she was restricting herself, but because she finally had a purpose. When she wanted to order food, she paused and asked, will this matter tomorrow? When she considered taking a cab instead of a bus, she asked, is this a need or a want? When she walked through the market and saw something shiny, she asked, is this useful or just tempting? She wasn't becoming a minimalist saint, she was becoming mindful. But here's the magical thing. Saving money didn't make her life harder, it made her life lighter. She felt safer, she felt in control, she felt proud. A month later, she looked at her savings account and saw something she had never seen before. Money growing. Slowly, but surely. That's when she decided to take her next step, building a tiny emergency fund. Not a huge one, not something dramatic, she simply saved 50 rupees a day. It was the price of a packet of chips or a cup of tea. Nothing big. But at the end of the month, it became 1,500 rupees. After a year, she would have 18,000 rupees, and that alone could save her from ever borrowing money during emergencies. She was shocked how small habits turned into real numbers. But Mansi wasn't done. She realized something even bigger. The easiest way to save more is to earn more. So she used her spare time to earn a little extra. Nothing huge, just small things. She started tutoring a kid in her neighborhood. She sold old items she didn't use. She learned basic computer skills and took up small freelance tasks on weekends. Her income increased, not dramatically, but enough to breathe easier. And every time she earned extra money, she didn't rush to spend it. She saved a portion of it to keep her momentum alive. Months passed and people around her noticed something different. She wasn't stressed like before. She wasn't panicking at the end of the month. She wasn't broke anymore. She wasn't rich, but she was stable. Her biggest transformation wasn't in her bank balance. It was in her mind. She now understood money instead of fearing it. She controlled her money instead of letting it control her. And it all started with three simple decisions. Track everything. Save first. Spend consciously. By the end of the year, Mansi did something she never imagined possible. She bought herself a small piece of gold worth a few thousand rupees, her first real asset. Not because she needed it, but because it reminded her, if you take care of your money will take care of you. And that, my friend, is the lesson I want you to take today. Saving money on a low income is not about sacrifice. It's not about cutting every joy from life. It's not about being perfect. It's about awareness. It's about intention. It's about small daily habits that grow into big changes over time. You don't need a higher salary to begin saving. You need a higher level of commitment. You just have to start where you are, with what you have, exactly like Asha did. And one day, you'll look back and realize that the small decisions you made today built the financial freedom you enjoy tomorrow. Your future begins with one simple choice. Start saving today, even if it's small, even if it's tiny, even if it's just 10 rupees, because savings grow. But more importantly, you grow. No cheap, just smart, buy less, choose better, and avoid impressing others and learn about money more than you earn. Book to read like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Psychology of Money, Atomic Habits, etc. Subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this. Thank you.